Hello and welcome to the Foundry Roundtable, the podcast exclusively covering the Foundry for Star Trek Online. I'm your tame Foundry author, Drogan1701, and with me is Markhawkman, Greendragoon, and DuncanIdaho.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings from the bizarro world.
Well, or at least, an alternate universe where there is no Foundry.
Isn't that the same thing?
It's a hellscape, that's for sure. So yeah, the Foundry is down following the 14.5 update, in which there were many horrid bugs that we hope are fixed.
Yes.
In addition to the downtime, we hope those get fixes.
Yeah, and the animation ones, those will hit the Foundry. So,
Yep,
we want the stances fixed before we get to the Foundry, because otherwise it will be scary.
Yes, very frightening. But in the meantime, we've gotten some cool news to tide us over, not the least of which being that Jeffrey Combs is going to be doing some voiceover for the upcoming expansion.
The weird thing is that Kale apparently posted the notice a week ago.
Yeah, the notice was posted a week ago, but the link to the notice was only posted on Facebook recently and required some problem solving.
Which everyone was doing last night, which was kind of fun to follow through. I didn't particularly want to take part, but it was kind of fun to watch.
Well, you got to see the result.
Yes, the result is the best part.
Yeah, and it's Jeffrey Combs, and they included a picture of both Liquidator Brunt and Wei-Yun.
Yes.
Wait, does that mean he's playing both characters?
Apparently so.
It could. It could mean that.
Yeah.
I'd say it's likely.
I think they would be fools not to take advantage of the full repertoire of his acting abilities.
Maybe sneak in a few Shran lines to use for later.
Why not?
I mean,
maybe take us to an alternate universe where he got the part as Riker.
Alex Shran was one of the
to her
characters in Enterprise.
It would be great to have get him to do take over the voiceover for Captain Sean.
Yeah.
No offense to the guy who played Sean before, who I don't know who that is.
I think the only downside is that whenever they wanted to do more Sean lines, they would have to go get Jeffrey Combs, which would be much more expensive than getting the guy they previously had to do it.
Very true.
Well, we haven't seen Sean all that much recently.
Or, what
Primer is telling us that it explicitly says that he is playing both.
Okay. The one thing I'll say is that for the Shran Sean thing, get them both in a mission.
That would be
best of both worlds.
Yes.
Sean meets Shran.
Actually,
course,
for even more hilarity, have them use their current voice actors.
So here's what they ought to do: is they ought to have every single Jeffrey Combs character in a mission together.
One. Okay.
Just like
Talking
a
to each
holodeck
other.
full of Jeffrey Combs.
Because that is so much easier to do.
The Hall of
With
Combs.
voiceover.
It's just like this, you go through and it's just like this. It's presented as like, there's just all these people pulled in through time, and it just all happens to be Jeffrey Combs. Just every one of the characters. It's just a freak coincidence.
Similarity in a quantum signature.
It seems likely, actually, that they'll end up doing something along those lines, since they have both Brunt and Wei-Yun in the expansion.
But they might not include both of those in the same mission. We could get something that's basically a Ferengi mission. Then later on, we get more Dominion stuff.
Now there are still 2 voiceover actors they haven't announced yet. They did say that we're getting more Aaron Eisenberg as Captain Nog.
I did see someone post online that had posted consistently. I think they may have access to leaked information. So, I mean, let's just say, though, that with the 2 people coming up, I mean, whoever it is, I'm going to be excited because it's just, it's such a great set of characters through DS9 to be able to bring back and have more character stories with.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what would be fun is if they brought back some, not necessarily some of the main stars, but like some of the cool guest stars that they had.
Oh yeah,
maybe even like a one-off character that was really good,
like Eris.
Who knows? Could be lots of people. Lots of possibilities.
Actually, though, the notification that Jeffrey Combs is going to be playing 2 characters actually clears up something that I was wondering about that I noticed earlier today. That is, if you look at the Stowe launcher at the picture with the portraits of the various currently revealed characters and the gray silhouettes, there's actually 11 faces on there total. And they said 10 voice actors, which now it makes sense because we know that one of the voice actors is going to be doing 2 characters.
There you go.
It could have been like if we actually put 2 and 2 together on that one, that could have been early on confirmation. Oh, it's probably Combs.
So anyway, obviously we still have a couple of months left to go for that. But in the meantime, during Foundry Downtime, one of the things we like to do is have a look back at some of the classic Star Trek games. So, Dragoon, tell us what you have pulled out of your toy chest for us tonight.
So, with all the negativity surrounding the Foundry Downtime and broken animations, I decided to go back to a happier time of the early to mid 90s where the 16-bit consoles reigned, and look at some of the Star Trek games that came out on the SNES and Sega Genesis.
I remember renting these games from... We had one called Showtime, which I think was a locally owned thing, but there was a Blockbuster around as well.
No, I'm pretty sure that version of Showtime was a chain.
It might have been. I don't know. They all bit the dust after a while.
Yeah.
But
back, in the old days when people actually rented games.
Ironically, we still have a functioning video store. It's like the part of the Family Time chain, which is amazingly still around.
Yeah, Family Video's around where I'm at. They've got a lot of chains that's basically servicing older people and lower income. And apparently they just have such a low overhead, they can just plop those stores into basically any functioning convenient or chain, and there you go.
Well, our local area, the only video store they have, has that as a side function of what is otherwise a resale store.
I'm going to say, though, as someone who just recently turned 30, this is the first conversation I've had where I felt like I'm wizened on a porch rocking back and forth and talking about the how inconvenient the old days were, but at the same time how much better they were too.
Well, I have
being
a theory...
wistful, but at the same time describing something that's kind of horrifying to the new generation, that we actually had to go to a specific location to pick up a rental for something they can basically just download now.
I have a theory that you become old the first time you can say, when I was a kid.
God, I was able to say that back in high school.
I know.
The part is that when they wrote the FoxBatCon event in Champions Online, one of the things you have to do is you have to go to a DVD rental store to pick up a DVD because FoxBat wants you to bring them a DVD.
DVD? They should have made it VHS. Betamax. Anyway, so let's see. The first we got sidetracked again, like we always do. So Dragoon, why don't you fire up the first one here?
All right, guys, will have to let me know how the audio levels are. Oh, yes. So this is Futures Past, which was put out on the SNES.
For those of you born after the 90s, that's Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
They can call it the SNES.
Or it's the thing that had Super Mario World and the original Mario Kart.
Those are great games.
The hilarious thing with this Super Mario Kart, though, is that apparently people who play modern racing games, when they attempt to play it, they're like, how did people control this?
Very well, thank you.
Well, for the controlling experience, I have actually gotten a replica SNES controller, which I am holding and hooks up via USB.
So I'm not hearing any audio. Is there supposed to be audio? Oh. 8-bit music.
Hang on. Give me a sec here.
And there's no voiceover, correct?
If I remember correctly, there is not.
So the Enterprise is currently patrolling a region near the Romulan neutral zone. Romulan High Command claims a team of their researchers vanished into the neutral zone over a month ago. Starfleet offered to assist as a sign of goodwill, but the Romulans declined, citing security reasons. 3 days ago, they asked for permission to enter the neutral zone and conduct things.
We're getting laughed at because we dare suggest that any SNES game would have a voiceover. This is pretty primitive.
All right, I think I should have put down.
That's a good point, though, because this is back in the days when they would have 8-bit MIDI files for games.
Oh, Worf is very lumpy.
No, he's got an allergic reaction.
Actually, no. That model reminds me much more of the chef on the Klingon chef on DS9, or the Klingon restaurant owner at DS9. And that big guy, yeah. And also, it looks like Picard has somehow found a way to. He's very casual.
He looks sort of sad.
Yeah, like, what up? Yeah, I'm just showing up. My pet fish died.
What am I even doing with my life?
He's lumpy and behind me, and beard is beside me, and I got no beard. I've got no lumps, and I can't even grow a beard.
All right, I apologize. For some reason, my pass-through is not working. Get it in back to you guys, but the stream should be able to hear it.
Yay!
And you're not missing much. It's just
hear the 8-bit magnificent music.
Yeah, I mean, stuff I can replicate by going.
Pretty much. I mean, you're not that far off.
Troy does look pretty happy though.
When games had to be designed around the storage limits of the cartridges they were sold on, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
I like that we have a
most
random
famous
helmsman.
bugs in the original Pokemon was actually because of the way the game developers had taken a shortcut to reduce the amount of memory the game was using.
Yeah, those considerations though have only really kind of gone by the wayside in the latest console generation, because the Xbox 360 still had to worry about the disc limitations, and so did PS3, and I think Wii still does.
Well, I mean, with the PlayStation, though, they came up with the semi-brilliant idea of simply packaging the discs, plural.
Dialogue. I mean, game.
What's the doer? Okay, that sounded wrong.
Well, I think you
We'll
just
go with
volunteered.
no thank you on that one.
I am Teleris, Doctor of Archaeology. Investigations of the legends of the integrated field randomizer at the ruins of Colitis Move 6. I have just detected a Romulan ship approaching. I am in need of Starfleet assistance.
Okay.
Apparently,
So-
they're still not hearing any music from the game. So basically, what you'll have to do is take out the cartridge and blow in it.
In the meantime,
All right, I pushed it up.
So I imagine we probably have to go to that system that she said.
Ahead, warp 1.
They really can't
Make
hear
it,
any audio.
make it
It's not coming
so.
through. Check my settings real quick. Apologies, guys.
You guys are talking about 8-bit soundtracks in the game. TIE Fighter had an awesome soundtrack, the original TIE Fighter. And unfortunately, they did a little remastered version in a later engine, and they got rid of all of that original music and replaced it with the just music from the movies. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, music from the movies is fantastic. It's Star Wars, of course.
Hey,
fantastic.
that was the problem. So you guys should be able to hear music. They should be able to hear music now. I found the problem.
I am hearing
Oh,
music.
God.
It's a bit faint.
Now's the part where you tell me.
Turn the music back off. We don't want that music. There might be a phaser though. Okay, so we got to go.
It sounds like someone took a MIDI file and then compressed it to 1/10 of its normal size.
So we should probably
work like that.
Okay, so it was none of these. Was it? Oh God, we're gonna die.
Did I mention I don't actually? It was Codus Mu 6. Okay.
I remember this game was kind of hard to learn.
Codus Mu 6.
I am totally going to the wrong place. I don't know.
It's Codus Mu 6 might be the planet.
Well, I'm not even pointed at the Codus Mu. See, I'm pointing at the Corax system.
Well, yeah, this is just
There we go.
There we go.
Aha, there it is.
It was
Okay,
yeah.
so
Codus. There you go.
Keep going down. Moo.
6.
There we go.
The challenge of the game is
Needle
just to remember, just to operate these listed menus.
So I got a challenge for you guys. I want you to go online, try to find the manual for this game.
Oh God. Okay. What was the name of the game again?
Star Trek: The Next Generation, Future's End.
Futures Past.
Future's Past or Future's End?
Futures Past.
Okay.
Future's Past. Yeah. Okay, so I got game facts, wiki. So just the manual.
We got a beam down?
Oh, I got an in-game. I got a full walkthrough.
I think
Oh,
is there
God.
something to get closer to the planet?
The con just brings up to warp to another system, so...
I'm looking at this, and it is basically as long.
See if you can find a PDF of the manual.
Oh, right now I'm just going through the walkthrough, which includes at the start like just how to do stuff, which would be the manual.
Press B to engage impulse engines. There we go. That was not intuitive.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna post this in chat. It basically, a simplified. This has the simplified manual right at the start, and I just want to go into the fetal position. Propulsion fuel, communications, bridge station.
Apparently, we were being held by
subspace
the
transceiver,
Romulans.
external communications, 3 menus. Oh my!
Not Romulans. We're figuring out our ship.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be probably better for us just to fail than to try
Okay.
69.
Prepare for hilarity to ensue. Romulan subspace message intercepted by Starfleet. Text is encrypted. Code is unavailable.
Basically, we can't read the message.
Basically, yeah. We got a message, but it's encoded. All right.
Roy's just sitting there. Gosh, you're an idiot.
Now you know why everybody only ever rented this game and didn't own it.
Well, this was one of those old things they did way back when, where they expected you to have the manual, otherwise you wouldn't be able to play the game.
I don't think this is even playable if you have the manual.
Sometimes you could get. They would have the manual there for a rented copy. Sometimes.
Yeah. It's just whether or not that was returned with the game itself. But anyway, dialogue time. The Enterprise has responded to a distress beacon from Vulcan archaeologist Dr. Tellurus. She claims to have been harassed by Romulans at her dig. There's no sign of a Romulan ship in orbit, but that doesn't rule out their presence on the surface. We haven't heard anything from Dr. Tellurus since we got here. She may have taken cover somewhere. Remember... What? This is a log. Remember, Picard, this is a Federation world. The Romulans should not be here. Be careful, Picard. Writing it on his own hand. Be careful.
Oh, you have to actually choose your away team. That's entertaining.
With some original characters as well. Junior officers.
But you want to bet that this is the dev team?
Quite
this
possibly.
looks like a dev team.
Yeah. So
All right.
Okay, so probably, I mean, we've got an engineer, we've got medical, probably tactical would be good.
Might be being harassed by Romulans, so.
So, I mean, I think we should follow standard away mission protocol, and we've got 3 cast members. We need 1 red shirt.
All right, so.
So not Riker. So yeah,
okay, I see.
Yeah, so
Data's strong.
yeah, Data's Data's a good one to have on the team. So I'm just thinking like swap out the Riker for red shirt dude, 3rd row, second from right. We could have 2 Datas.
No.
So 3rd row down, second from right.
3rd row down, second from right. Okay, so you want this guy?
Yeah.
Designated.
He's our designated red shirt. So, and then we've got.
So what do the stats at the bottom mean?
Tac, health, strength.
Probably technical, tactical, health, and strength.
So
I'm gonna put Data in charge because he's basically good at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, press A to transport. This is an interesting track for a Star Trek game. Okay, so A is phasers, B is use.
Oh god! Robert! Kill him! Run away! Doesn't look like you have phaser power. You gotta run, 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 run.
Let's switch to another character.
Okay.
So it must be a finite amount of phaser charge there.
Yeah, because you got your health bar on the lower left, and then some stuff right underneath it.
I think under the stuff underneath it must be phaser power.
Oh yeah, see one of the little green blocks is now half. Maybe one of the stats is how much phaser power you have.
Dwarf is so much better at this.
Farktoid says this looks painful to play. That was my memory of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a wonderful experience. Oh, I'm not supposed to shoot her.
Yeah, this person became
Probably want to try and talk to her.
Thank you for coming to my aid. The Romulans might have seriously disrupted my work.
Did we win?
No.
Yes, but now we're gonna lose.
Run!
Now this is the absolute worst
Oh
part.
God! Shooting.
Oh, well, you did pretty good there.
Either that or I died. I'm not sure which happened.
I think our health was okay because we were on the right. I think the enemy was on the left, but they were hailing us throughout the whole time. So maybe there could have been something more we could have done
For the
there.
record, all I did was mash the A button.
Maybe just try like mashing other buttons too in the middle of combat, see what that does. Because
Well,
the
it seemed
worst,
like
we
the
just
A button was
self-destruct.
firing both phasers and photon torpedoes.
This is Admiral Baldwin. We received a distress signal from the Orientis Alpha 4. Their plague has been spreading. Deliver medical aid now. That matter with the Romulan scout ship wasn't handled very well. I don't care if they did fire first. You shouldn't have destroyed it without giving them a chance to surrender. That sort of behavior will only make the Romulan situation worse.
I don't know how to ask for the surrender.
We've been... Shut up! I'm an admiral, damn it. We've been intercepting lots of coded Romulan messages. I'm worried they're up to...
Keep going.
Oh, sorry.
Something. We need some way to break their code.
You mean like stealing the computer core instead of blowing up the ship?
How many fingers did that man have?
I'm going with...
More important, do you remember where we're supposed to go?
Good
No.
question. Or it started with an O. I was looking at the chat and
Something
it was another
Orientis.
6. Yeah, Orientis.
Orientis, yeah.
Orientis Delta
Okay.
6.
There's 6. A, B, C,
Oh
D, or
God!
E.
What did it say?
A seems about right, I think.
Panic? I mean, go for it. I mean, at worst, it's just going to be the Borg, so...
And then we die. I mean, maybe.
Because the Borg are in every other star system except the one we're supposed to go.
Yep. Rainbow. It's in a book. Just take a look.
Hush, boy, do you want to get stewed?
Alpha
4.
Alpha 4, there we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
this admiral just really does not like you.
I am Admiral Too Many Fingers.
Okay.
What you see here is just the surface. So it's Alpha 4.
Now the Borg attack.
Nope.
Okay. So this time when you see like the enemy hailing on the lower left, try hitting another button. Okay, play it like snow, play it like snow.
Try not dying too.
Yeah, don't point the okay, you gotta hold, like, your front shields are down, do not point that at the enemy. Rotate away from the enemy. Away from the enemy. Get away. Stop pointing towards them! Don't point towards them! Point away. Back in, back in. You're only firing torpedoes too.
I know.
Nope. That was a green energy beam there. I guess sometimes...
That's him firing back, so you've got another button that's probably firing phasers, so try hitting more buttons.
Yeah, the phaser button's not working. Apparently I've got more photon torpedoes than I do phasers.
Maybe they took out our phasers? That might be like what the red like bar right at the top of the ship means.
Oh.
Possible.
I think their shields are still full.
You're getting them down from what it looks like.
Yeah, you just got to keep on the attack. Because they're recovering their shields.
Kind of like we are, actually.
Yeah.
If you fired straight at him, your torpedoes would track, apparently.
I'm going to.
I think this is the point at which I basically stopped playing the rented game and returned it.
Romulan who is just dancing circles around you, firing volleys of torpedoes that track you so you can't.
I think your forward torpedoes are knocked out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Someone in chat look up how we actually repair the ship. Try pressing just different buttons, just all of them.
And we died.
We did?
All communications was lost with the USS Enterprise ceased. Roughly assumes it was lost in the line of duty. Because we suck.
Now, if I remember rightly, the other game that you have for us was a little bit easier. Or at least the controls were more...
I got two more games. I've got another TNG game, and I've got a DS9 game.
See, I think the other TNG game that you told us was is actually just the Genesis version of this game.
It's got a different title. It's called Echoes from the Past.
Yeah, see, this is it listed as the same game. It's just that's the Genesis
You think it
version.
just changed the name?
Yeah,
probably.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm still trying to figure out like. Oh god.
You want me to take
Let's
another?
try the DS9 game.
Okay, and then maybe we'll come back to the.
I can't even like I'm literally. It feels like I'm trying to work through an actual Starfleet manual to try to figure out how to make the ship go.
This is what would happen if you, a person from today, found an actual Starfleet ship. And we're trying to operate it.
Nah. You remember that scene where Geordi and what was his name? Scotty were looking around the Enterprise, and Geordi was showing Scotty how cool and new all of the stuff on the Enterprise D was. And Scotty's like, "Hey, is this an optronic relay?" And Geordi's like, "No, don't touch that." And it's like, if you touch that, you'd be incinerated.
He complaining about the warp dilithium crystals and the fact that they were going to fracture or something.
I kind of suspect that me attempting to fly an actual Federation starship would go a lot like that.
Yeah, Federation starships aren't made to be user-friendly.
That's the computer.
Just every single... I mean,
there are no labels on the buttons.
No, none of the buttons have labels.
There are labels.
Sort of laid out. It's like, how do I make the ship go up and down?
Know what they do.
Well, how do I make the ship go up and down? Well, there's a 4x4 grid of buttons, and some of them might actually correspond in reorientating the ship. Other buttons might just make the ship go boom or rotate. There's one button that just makes all ships meet head to head. Or that could actually be all, 63 of those buttons. And then just that one last button, that's actually just all the control function. You just hold it down and rotate your thumb, and that actually steers the ship up and down.
Let me guys know if that's too loud.
It's a little bit too loud.
It's almost as bad as the other one, except that it doesn't pretend to be good music.
What the hell?
Huh?
You remember back in old games where if you just left it on the menu, it would basically start playing a little demo of the game?
Oh, yeah. Like it was an arcade.
Yeah.
Also, I think this game predates the concept of save game files.
Because it may have actually been an arcade version.
Political turmoil is near Bedra has slowed our usual flow of visitors. It is not for a Cardassian ship. We would be almost completely empty. Sorry. All the text is timed in this. Commander Sisko, this is Odo. Please meet me in security. On my way.
On my way, Odo.
So yeah, all the text...
Yeah, this feels like an arcade game, so...
it's pretty standard for an SNES game.
Well, I'm just thinking that they may have also released
your average
it as an
side-scroller.
arcade version as well.
Okay.
Well, way back in the day, the arcade and home versions, the only difference was the hardware. They made them on a lot of.
Keep jumping. I mean, jump and run. It looked pretty happy. Whee!
It's because you're able to grab things, I think, like pipes and walk along, or shimmy along them.
So I did play a little bit of this in testing, so I have some vague idea of the controls in this one.
Okay. Well, we do need to probably take the turbo lift down to auto.
Yep.
But I think you press up to do the turbo lift. There you go.
Hey, Garrick.
I have to say this promenade looks so much more canon than the one in Stowe.
Not for long.
Not for long.
I don't know if they got the in-between parts all that accurate, but
no.
They're at least trying.
Hey, it's Odo.
One of our technicians was attacked. In docking pylon 3. Dr. Bashir is examining her now. Have you arrested the attacker? Not yet. I couldn't find any witnesses. Odo, you're slouching.
I'm rocking out to this soundtrack, man. It's hip.
Navi Kaswin Ramuk. Yes, it is quiet, isn't it?
It's hilarious that the Cisco knows what this guy's saying.
He's the Cisco. Of course he knows.
Please enter. The prophets await you. Another time. Ah, here we go, Bashir. Doctor, Odo told me about the patient. How is she? Fine. Someone just stunned her, but she
wasn't robbed or hurt.
Someone just stunned her, but she wasn't robbed or hurt. How may I serve you, Commander? Thanks, Girk, but I don't need any clothes today. Well, when you need a new suit, remember plain, simple Garrick. My voices are terrible.
This is one of those interesting things, how a lot of the old games would not filter anything, so you had all of this extraneous junk to sift through as you tried to figure out how to play the game. And then every now and then, things you thought were extraneous junk turned out not to be.
Did you need to go into the infirmary and maybe question the person?
It won't let me.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I have to go back up to Ops.
Did this game predate the introduction of the quest log feature?
Almost definitely.
It's from 1995.
Sensors detect some anti-proton emissions in lower pylon 3. I'm going to send Chief O'Brien down. And check it out.
Wait,
no, he'll just get killed. He's busy with the security
stick,
grid.
though.
I'll do it. I've modified this tricorder to detect emissions. Thanks, I'll try and find the source for you. Alright. So you can actually go up the upper level, but there's really nothing up here.
That's, again, more functionality than Stowe has.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh, the music got more ominous.
Hold down to activate lift. Again. By the way, remember this is from the intro where we find O'Brien.
Hey Drew, I found a stunned crewman. Pylon 3. Understood, I'll beam him directly to the infirmary.
Well.
Hey, I got a phaser.
Wait, why did you already have a phaser?
Back up the turbo lift.
This is a silly game.
One level.
Thingy.
And then...
It's all blocked off.
Oh, do we have the scanner thing that you can use?
There we go.
Oh, activate the panel down below.
Is you can actually... Yeah, you can jump vertically.
Dex, I just found a Bajoran planting a beryllium grenade. Quickly, Benjamin, you must put it into the nearest ejection tube.
I
got
20
phasers.
seconds. There you go.
Hey, there was another grenade back there.
Yeah, he couldn't quite get to it.
detecting transporter activity in your area. Race shields, don't want any more of them beaming in.
Prepare for combat.
The hatch is jammed. I'll have to phaser through it. Dex, I cleared the pile and access way of grenades. Scans show you've got more to deal with in the next section. The power cells of the beryllium grenades leak anti-protons. Use the tricorder to find them. On my way. So apparently they this
to get to this point.
This manufacturer
Yeah, I
cheaped
think
out and didn't want to
do actual save games. Give you a
that's
password
okay. This
that
is an emulator, so
teleports you.
save the state.
Yes. It's a simple feature that makes games so much more fun.
Scanning enough missions for 5 grenades in your area. Commander, someone sabotaged the security grid in your area. Destroy any devices you find attached to the opticables.
Oh, that's the vault.
Sometimes the problem with these games is hard to determine what was a wall and what was not.
Or what's a floor?
Oh,
Is it possible to make those platform things go sideways?
It looks like it should be.
good point.
Well, look at your little radar. Yeah, there's one below you.
Okay. There's one above me too.
You gotta use your tricorder. You got the grenade. Take it back.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. Yeah, so probably the tricorder helps reveal it, but then
Oh, okay.
also pick it up before you've actually done the thing. So, yeah, no, back down. Definitely on that level. Yeah, you're level now.
Wall.
So use your tricorder. A wall? Can you shoot through that wall?
No, but I could go around.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. That was tense, man.
We're still doing better than the other game.
That's definitely one way to make a game more challenging, though. Is like just making objectives where you have a timer. It's like, all right.
Oh, God. So...
Failure at the wall.
Holy crap, this is big. Now, go. You got to go across now, so you got to go up. You got to just keep your eye on your radar. Go across.
Guy over there.
Must be another way over.
There was that one wall you could phaser a hole through.
That was probably like to the next area where they gave you all that dialogue saying, "No, you can't go yet."
Yeah. Seeing any more?
No, I'm looking.
I'm not seeing on your map there. Yeah.
Yeah, we're sort of going back through the same location.
Here's where that door is.
Yeah, so this is where you would go to the next area, but it's blocking progress because you hadn't completed the objective. There's one.
Hang on. And I didn't make it.
Oh, too late.
Yeah, so you got to be pretty efficient as you're going through this place.
I'm going to guess that this platform thing was created by Cardassians as a way to confuse
Okay.
uninvited.
So yeah, so it just indicates where you should look, but you can also probably find that just by looking at the minimap. One more. Yeah, just keep an eye on that minimap.
One up there.
Yeah, one right below you there.
Yeah.
Remember, you have to go down and then around.
Down further, I think. Above you and a little to the
One more.
right.
No, too far. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotta go around
There
again.
we go.
Okay, so by my count, we should only have one left.
Yeah. Give us our mini-map back. There we go. Yep. Bad guy is right behind one. Yeah, you gotta kill the bad guy real quick.
Crap, I'm gonna
no.
die.
No. So close.
If you're looking for people to beat this game, you're watching the wrong show.
This isn't exactly a Nintendo hard game, but it's not exactly easy either.
Do you need to scan before picking it up?
No, as long as you know the spot, I think.
Yes.
That's not the way I
No. It's right there.
I know.
So down, like, if you go straight down, there was going to be that one that you basically died on last time. So go back. Because we want to make sure we're efficient about this one, because if you go forward, we're going to have to come back to this one anyway. Very bottom. One more.
There's a wall there.
One more. There you go. You're on the level now. It's
Okay.
right there. So now, then go up for this one. Yeah. Go up, up, up. Go. Same level. Wall. So it's this one you have to go down and around. That's 3.
I like how that one's literally on right next to the ejection port.
There.
There it is. Is that it? Is that?
Maybe. Go check the door.
Hey.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, we did get them all.
Save the state. Save the state.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go. There you go. No, no, no. Back up. Back up.
on.
Let's just go.
Walk away
Why
from it
don't-
and walk back.
Okay. What the heck?
That was
It
hilarious.
wasn't landing right on it. Sometimes you got to walk away from it a little bit and then walk back.
Yeah.
Why is Cisco still trying to deal with this himself?
For the same reason that our vice admirals do everything.
It seems like the sort of problem that would be best solved by having like 20 guys with phasers and trikers scouring the area.
Yeah, Cisco's like, I just need the exercise.
Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. There we go.
Oh, we get a second platform.
Yeah, the other set of tracks may not use the same platform.
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
Oh, it's
That's
what,
sweet.
3?
Yeah, I think so. Sir Boulevard's wondering what game this is. It's a
This is,
DS9.
Crossroads of Time? They're all time themed.
Wait,
Oh, we're running
go
out
up
of time.
one level. One more. And then go right.
Your other right.
Other right.
You need to be
Okay.
one level.
Oh,
you
there's
need to
one
be one
down.
level down.
The wall in the way.
But then they're all blocked
You gotta
off.
go up.
God.
Got to go up and over.
Up and over from the other side or other platform.
Yeah, again.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like I think you're done with this particular platform, so go back to the other one. Or no, back, down, right. Keep running right. No,
Yeah.
dang it! Come on.
Okay.
Good wall.
Yeah, we've already been here.
You got to go up further,
yeah.
I think.
You got to go up further and up. We got to find a up and around.
Oh, there's an around. Hey, there. Well, that was something new.
Dead end.
That's not around enough.
Up one.
Keep going up.
Up one, and then there's one. No, down. There's one on your level if you go down one, where the bad guy is.
Also, it's good to note that there is a thing in this level. So just run right.
Your other right. Okay, now go back to the platform and go up and over.
We get them all? Or are we still gonna die?
And there's
No, we
maybe
haven't
one
gotten
left?
them all. There's one left, but we got to keep trying. Keep going down. Is this? We're now on the other side from that other platform.
Okay. Back in those crates.
Oh,
no!
we were right there.
So just how powerful are bilithium grenades if they can blow the space station up?
I don't know, I'd have to look them up.
This will be a new Stowe Bridge Officer manual that'll be introduced in the expansion.
Electrum grenade just kills everyone on the map.
Doesn't even play an animation, just the whole screen goes white. And then a little message appears that says, all contact lost.
It's the Star Trek Online equivalent of Wrath of God. Everything just goes boom.
Boom.
I already tell you, I wanted as an April Fool's joke, I wanted a...
No, down.
No, I'm right.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
We're probably just a little delayed here.
The ejection thing. There it is.
There you go.
Oh, so many levels in this map. This is probably have to change the elevator.
Yeah, so we gotta change the elevator. There's a couple we find here. Then we gotta go back to original one and then up and over. Yep. Dun. In the booper!
In the court
Okay.
chute.
Alright, back to the
No.
original platform, right?
How many do we have? That was
I think
three.
we
We
got
need to
three.
get one more. Okay. Yeah. If it's three, then yeah, there's gonna be one up here, right at the very top, and then kind of go over. Yeah, along this line. Kill the dude! Kill the dude! Yeah, 'cause it's past the dude a little bit.
So they're usually in piles of crates,
Oh,
aren't
the other dude. Hey,
they? There's
go up
nothing
then.
on the map.
Yeah. So, well, it kind of takes the map away. So I just say go up.
I think the mini-map disappears to let you know that there's nothing to look at. Hello, you got a weapon upgrade.
Oh yeah, it's not up there. It's with the dude on the above track. So it's basically right above you right now.
Okay.
Hey, can you switch to the Type 2 phaser?
Yeah, I don't know why the mini map is disappearing. It seems kind of random.
I think it's because you're
going
out of contact range of anything that it needs to display.
Well, like for that one, the mini map went away when we're next to the grenade.
Really.
It's possible it's not working as intended.
Yeah.
These old games had their share of bugs.
Yeah. So this
and
is
also,
going down.
we are using an
Keep going down.
emulator, so...
Yeah. So is. Yep, there it is. On your level now.
Is that 5?
Yeah, I think this is 5.
Now you gotta find the door to the next place.
Or shoot the wrong Bajoran guy.
Your health's getting a little low.
hopefully I've almost beaten this.
Yeah. So just keep the phaser out.
Hey, can you swap? Because I remember seeing a message pop up when you examined that one equipment rack saying you had a Type 2 phaser.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of getting sick of finding grenades. Remember when you used to make fun of Stowe for doing 5 things?
Yeah.
This is as you do 5 things 3 times.
Oh, I think we're on the 4th.
Gotta find the platform.
Or just jump up. How far can you jump?
A lot farther if I'm moving.
We just got to make sure that you know where you're going to go for the that platform.
It's not the...
This is probably going to be a lot of that.
You can find a disposal place before you
it's probably going to be
get that
up
one.
and to your right, because there's another platform that's, up and to your right after you jump on that one. Oh, yeah, there's the disposal. So you're going to have to go, it's directly above you right now. Yeah,
There it
you
is.
found it.
Okay.
So you got to go over to the left.
On that one right above you.
Or,
Right there.
so
Try
down
scanning right here.
No, it wasn't on that one.
on the one
Yeah, you've
below
gone
4?
too far. Yeah, 2 down. So down to your left, down into your left. Also, that's totally a companion cube. Yeah, it's right there.
And
Now you got it.
Back to your right. There you go.
That's one.
So where's the platform? Like upper left?
Probably
Right?
don't have them on this one. Because it
Or
looks
it's
like...
really far away and you have to go find it.
Oh, yeah, there was one up there. So, no, you can't go that way.
Excuse me.
Luckily, the Cisco has lots of upper body strength.
Oh, God.
But not a lot of health anymore.
Yeah, in 2 minutes to exploding.
2
Oh,
minutes to
God.
explode.
We may have hit the wall.
Well, that was a hit, all right.
I think you
These
can
are-
jump straight up.
It's
Not
on,
very
like,
tall.
it's... Yeah, it's...
Yeah, but
it's,
if you get
it's in
under
those
the
crates.
awning.
It's right next to you. It is right next to you. Not those crates.
The one's right below you.
Yes.
There you go.
And you died.
And he died. And exploded.
The difficulty of this game is ramping up significantly.
Yeah.
How much of this game?
We still really haven't cleared the first level.
Oh, I just
Wait, this is somewhere different?
this is
Oh,
the
God.
level. They took us back here.
Oh, you
God.
didn't save after you cleared
Oh, we
this
did.
area.
Well,
We did. It didn't save in game because the game doesn't have that save system. We saved in the emulator.
no, he's right. We didn't save when we got to the beginning of the next area. Yeah, I don't have that much.
Oh, yeah. The good old 1990s.
But we're in
we don't-
retro
we
games so good, guys.
We don't know how good we have it today.
All right, I say we load up the last game, which I guess is the same port of the first game, except
I
for
believe it is. But go ahead.
okay.
The one person in chat said it was easier because the buttons weren't so fiddly.
I've got a pretty good controllers, so I mean, it's about as close to a SNES controller as I could get. It's
Well,
it's not a
I
well-designed
believe
game.
what they were saying is that you didn't have like 20 different buttons to figure out.
Well, the Genesis controller was different, wasn't it? Didn't it have more buttons?
Yeah, it had
Mhm.
between 3 and 6, but I think because some controllers only had 3, most games only use 3. All right.
Oh, good old static.
Funny that the emulator.
Wow. 8-bit music. They attempted to compress the opening credits of TNG and put them on the disc. This is so horrible.
I think they've done a pretty good job for the
it's-
Sonic era.
I mean, yeah, but you know,
It's
It's
still
about
check
as
my
good as it was
controller
going to
settings.
be.
I had this working before.
What are we trying to do?
My controls aren't set up properly.
I'll continue the theme music. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Okay.
And you're fired. I remember a pretty good X-Men game for the Sega Genesis back in the day.
I never had Sega.
I had a friend
gaming
who
it.
had.
Yeah, back then I did like, oh god, it's this again.
Well, I guess Drogon was right.
Yep.
It looks a little different, slightly.
The text size, like the resolution might be a little different, so the text size might be different.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is. Yeah, this is exactly.
Oh
what
man,
we're
see,
for.
we're missing out on some funding here because Fartoid says he'd pay $1 for you not to do that again.
Yes.
I didn't,
baby.
I didn't consider the possible, financial gain of people asking us not to do things.
Extortion with DuncanIdaho.
Okay, I think you're right. This is the exact same game, except for Sega Genesis.
It looks a little bit different.
Yeah, it's the resolution's a bit different. It's
Troy looks worse.
Oh wow, and Picard is definitely different.
Also,
Worf
we're
is doing
facing the
something
other
different.
side.
So they may have updated a few things between these because Worf looks a little less lumpy.
Well,
Data
wasn't
looks a
this
little
back
different.
when
Whoa!
making a
Oh god!
essentially meant completely rebuilding the entire game from scratch on a different platform.
Yeah, the
Why would
wall,
they
the
do
background's
that?
the same, but they changed this. Yeah, it's Talaris.
Dr.
still-
again.
Talaris is now a man.
I think that's meant to be a woman.
I don't know.
God, that is kind of weird that the port would just have entirely. Oh, now we get an actual Elcars.
Elcars.
Yeah, it wasn't a
We
CODIS. We
remember-
had to go back.
Notice move
Yeah,
5.
5, and then is it CODIS move 5?
I thought it was
I think it was
6.
6. Yeah.
But was it CODIS move or it started with an O?
No, that was the next one.
Wait, what was
Okay.
it? Mu or New?
Moo. Remember making moo noises. It was a 6 the first time. Oh. Yeah, it's not CODIS moo.
Okay, sorry.
It was
it-
third.
The correct answer is you don't select any of the moons. You just. This is already
Right.
different from the game that we just played earlier.
Wow. But really kind of just
I
odd
think,
ways.
I think there was kind of you
gotta
an element
Talk
of
to
randomness.
the dudes. Talk to the dudes.
No, kill them all.
We're not gonna hail them?
Yeah,
Nail
good
'em.
point.
It's the hail button.
Oops,
Or no, we
that's not
just
the
shoot
hand.
It wasn't the hail button.
I've an even worse captain of this version of the game.
Also, the Romulans in this version seem to be a lot better because this is the scout ship that's thrashing you.
Yeah, and I'm just
Well, that's
watching
what I
this.
thought.
Because again, you can't fire phasers for some reason.
No, no,
I think there's a
ship-
range thing.
That's possible. That sounds familiar.
Oh, I can't see that.
Actually, and now that I think about it, in TOS, they kind
two
of showed
buttons.
that torpedoes had a longer range than phasers.
Yeah, you're in range, so you're probably just not hitting a button because
All right.
your systems are green, and it just says photons.
Hang on, whatever that was, it showed you your controls.
Yeah, fire phasers is a different button.
So how do I get out of this screen?
Fire photons. Hold the exit. Oh, it's this. Should be in between.
Wait a second. Hold on. Yeah, go to communications.
Hey, I actually managed to hail him this time.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
Go away.
We did a thing
Okay.
right.
Yeah, that's right. You run away.
Yeah, this is odd because it seems like this team just did their own stuff.
Well, it's like I said, this was back when they couldn't copy game code. They had to rebuild all the stuff.
Hmm.
They might
Yeah.
be able to like copy.
Or maybe they
something
couldn't.
each
Well,
file.
it's hard to say.
All of the actual game code is different. I mean, because even the Star Streaks effect isn't the same.
Yeah.
Wonder if this prevents us from getting trounced by a Romulan warbird later.
That or it means you have twice as many Romulans, because this guy went home to a shipyard, fixed the holes in his hull, and then came back for more.
Hang on. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. There we go.
That's the sun.
Okay, maybe I'm not getting the hang of this.
Because, yeah, then you have the option for which planet
Codus
after that.
Mu 6.
You did A. It's Moon. Next one down.
I can not select one and...
You can select it and see what it is. So you already selected A. No, we already did A.
Hang on. We don't get
Yeah,
an
you do,
annoying
like,
admiral complaining to us.
Flying at impulse speed, I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, Codus Mu. If that's actually where we need to go. Try C. We haven't tried C yet. Moon, Codus Mu. Little green thing, no. Back out. Now try D. Or Moon. Okay, so it says planet Codus Mu 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So this probably isn't the right system then.
I just realized something. In this one, we don't have the annoying admiral telling us we're doing it wrong every time.
That was in the next one from this one.
Different mission.
Yeah. Maybe main computer?
It seems like it might be something useful.
Mission log.
Mission log.
Oh god. New log. Oh, we'd have to put it in ourselves. Back to the con. Let's see. Let's take a look at the planets again. So we started. So yeah, so you got the number, which is the planet, and then you have the option for the moons. That
doesn't look right, does it?
No, I mean, like
Well,
the number of
check and see if you
possible.
can beam down.
Well, the number of possible planets we have to go to.
Oh, Codus new 6. It's new,
Oh,
not
this
Moo in
one's
this one.
different.
Hey, I did say newer.
The other one was Moo. Crafty
Codus
Sega devs.
new. Warp.
So,
This one doesn't give you the external ship warp animation.
Surprise to Daradex.
hail it.
Greetings, Picard. Before we begin a tirade conferring our trespasses into Federation space, let me tell you that we are responding to a distress call from unknown origin. It is noble of you to travel so far afield in your efforts to help others. While we have received no such signals, we will stay on the alert for these mysterious distress calls. Of course. No thanks is necessary, Captain. We will depart immediately for Romulan territory. Yay! We didn't get to fight it.
Isn't this the one that killed you last time?
Yep.
I don't know. This is playing out differently. Transport is damaged and cannot be used until Geordi informs us it is safe.
So, okay, so yeah, we probably didn't
Engineering.
arrive
The
at.
engineering.
Wait, are these systems that got damaged in the first fight?
Yeah,
Must
probably.
be.
Yeah. I see. I can devote resources.
So, you can probably back out of this like while in the middle of combat.
So, like, remove all resources from transporter because it's already fixed?
Yes.
Oh, so this is how you would have fixed your phasers when
What?
you went off.
Back to red alert for some reason.
Back. Enterprise, we have been in pursuit of a hostile alien ship which attacked several of our outposts near the neutral zone. We fear the ship may have abducted a Romulan research team. Our searches show no sign of a vessel other than your own. Be that as it may, lower your shields as an act of good faith, and we will consider how to deal with this violation of Federation space. Lower shields? You really think that I would risk my ship being such an irresponsible act? Your arrogance will be your undoing, Picard.
And now he kills you.
Yeah, he's firing at us now.
Holy crap, you did a lot of damage.
Fire
No
phasers
kidding.
is a separate button, remember that.
Yeah, you have to get really close to fire phasers.
Yeah.
Torpedoes don't really track as much as they did in the last game.
On the other hand, it makes them easier to dodge.
Except that they're firing so many off.
Although, you can actually fire volleys of like 6.
These ships handle like bumper cars with 1,000 horsepower.
Also running out of photons.
Oh, wow. We actually have an ammo meter.
Yeah, I don't remember us.
Yeah. Keep using the phasers. Phasers!
Wow, these controls are actually worse than the SNES version.
Yeah, and that Warbird's a lot harder to actually get some damage on. You got to be real careful. You got to try to keep the shields down. Ping it with the phasers, and then just try to get it with a big torpedo strike. So basically, play it like early stow. Phasers to take down shields. Then once shields are gone, hit with photons. So you're really running out of those photons.
Where it zooms in on the scale, all of a sudden, it's really disorienting.
Oh yeah, the scale of combat is like going up and down constantly.
It's a little bit better if you watch it on the live stream because for the shared view, the frame rate's a little bit lower.
Mm.
Keep phasering!
It is near impossible to keep in phaser range. Wow.
You got it!
Okay, so we should probably head directly to the planet. Because if you're just waiting here, things will happen.
Just do...
And then just... Oh, system damage.
Engines are down. See, if this was Starfleet Academy, what you would do is you would suddenly find out that both your warp missiles were gone.
Wow, we took a whole lot of damage in that fight.
Yeah.
And
I wonder what would happen if you were to set this at the beginning of a fight. Will these settings continue?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
So just leaving some in engine shields and weapons would probably be a good thing.
Oh, and maybe a few in the hull. Because if I remember right, the hull meter is the one that determines whether you explode.
Probably. Love it, there's no damage to our shields.
Mm-hmm.
Or weapons.
Maybe if those had gotten hit instead of life support, we would have died.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, you can just leave it.
Need my engines back.
At least it's just a sketchup.
Greetings, Captain Picard. We were brought to your side of the Nutritron on a humanitarian mission. Unfortunately, I am not at liberty to discuss the details, only that, in the name of please, that you grant us safe passage back to Romulan territory. You must be looking for the lost research team. And yet you're aware that Starfleet specifically denied access to Federation space. I am under strict orders not to divulge any more information than I already have. It is a pity you found us. We had no intention of starting a war. Not today, at any rate. Such is fate.
And he's going to shoot us.
As Ranger Ryu points out, that is a nice touch that when your communications are damaged, it makes the transmission all garbled.
Yeah, that is entertaining.
On the plus side, these guys are a whole lot less...
Energetic.
I was going to say
strong.
Hey, sir.
kind of like how the weapons are color coded. it makes it relatively easy to tell who's firing what.
Phasers are pretty near useless.
Unless you just stop.
And yeah, now you're just kind of wasting them.
But you stop moving.
Yeah,
Let's
see, he's hailed.
Hail him.
You gotta exit out of this with the...
Red Vision, we surrender. We are badly damaged and request that you allow our crypt ship to return to Romulus.
Yeah, we'll see him again.
It does appear that you have learned your lesson. You may go. Acknowledge. Your generosity has been brought to the attention of our superiors. Out.
And by generosity, he means stupidity. But
Okay,
you know.
so I would just go right to con. We're probably fixed now, so go right to con, go right to the planet.
Otis, new 6, and
this is the moons. Back up one step. See if you can just warp
No, it's
directly
fine.
to the.
It's fine
Okay.
because you've got to go into this menu to select the planet.
Well, Coda's new A and B are the moons. Coda's Mu 6 is the planet itself.
Yeah. Okay, I can take.
Communications are still garbled.
Yeah.
Ooh, pull it off of sensors. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, come on.
I told you the Romulan would be... Oh, this is the other Romulan.
Jeez, and we haven't even made it to the planet yet.
Hey, look, the communication stopped being garbled while we're talking to him.
They're less garbled. So, I don't know if we actually moved. So go to your con. You got to go to con. Everything's...
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing on your screen. And I didn't see any warp animation, so I don't know if you we properly selected the planet.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So select
back
that.
up one step.
Okay.
So you got to select a warp speed before you go there?
Yeah, apparently I tried to go there at impulse.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so this is just the moon. You got to back up one step out of the menu and go to Coda's Mu 6. Just 6, not A or B. Just 6.
I did go to 6.
We went to A!
No, we didn't.
Also, this time selecting impulse might actually be a good idea.
There we go.
Hey, you picked 2 red shirts. Hey, wait, is this the same group of red shirts?
I saw one that was the same. Some that are different.
Well, this is definitely different.
Beverly is like breakdancing or
Yeah,
something?
next, you got to select your other thing, because right now you're selecting combat.
None of my buttons are doing anything. Hang on.
Shift select.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, you got one of
Oh, God.
Is that yellow bar
Health.
HP?
Yep. He's
Yes,
down.
it is.
Okay then. Hey, let's look at the names of the red shirts.
Sorry.
Too late.
This just makes it a lot easier to hit the AI when you're
Wow.
face up. Great.
Worf really dropped the ball on that one.
We got lots of dudes.
Okay. That's beam down. That's exit.
Change dude.
Chan. Wait,
Those are some of the miscellaneous people.
Comte, Chan, Wood, Unwin, Grandquist. I don't recognize those names.
Yeah, these are not official characters.
No, well, because
I don't think they're even the same names from the SNES version, though.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I was getting at. They're different random dudes.
Smith is creepy.
You were speculating that maybe these were highly pixelated portraits of the developers.
Oh, that was what I was
No.
predicting. Yeah, why not?
I mean, if it was a different development team, you know.
The one that's third row down, second over, that one was definitely the same guy as the other game, because he was the one I wanted you guys to bring along.
All right.
So
Okay, how about one more try at this?
Yeah. Okay.
Sidon doesn't seem to be as effective. No, you got him.
It's just really hard to aim sight on. For some reason.
It's just really hard to aim, period.
Yeah, I would switch out. I would switch out from Worf because he's getting pretty far down.
Doesn't give you a button for that.
What happens when you push the B button?
Shift select. Oh, I wonder if. There we go. It's the B button plus up and down to switch characters, or
Side to side to switch items.
ooh, I'm the red shirt.
Time to meet a heroic. Get.
Time for Ensign Ricky to meet his maker.
Your other dudes can also fire.
Yeah, once I equip the phasers, they can fire.
You have to manually equip the phasers to get.
They're not smart enough to
I would say
equip them on their
bring
own.
them along. You got to approach this like a strategy game. So you got to position your dudes too.
Okay.
They were all following you before. Can you make them do that again?
Not sure if I have that much control.
Surprise, more Romulans.
Okay,
Kill that one.
I got all the...
Okay.
There you go.
You just had to
Thank you
massacre.
for your help. I trust you were not harmed, Doctor. I am unharmed. It is logical to assume that the Romulans are interested in the archaeological site, as I am. You're quite right, Doctor. Whatever these ruins contain must be of sufficient value to run the risk of being caught in Federation space. In light of this fact, we urge you to return with us to the Enterprise. Negative. It is imperative that the Federation learn the secrets of this ancient site before the Romulans do. I will not leave. As you wish, Doctor, but we cannot guarantee your safety. I will manage. You have removed the Romulan threat. Furthermore, I am sure that the Enterprise has more pressing business than sitting idle at this lonely planet. Goodbye.
After all that,
Waging
She's
to
like-
Enterprise. Dr. Chillar
Thank you for healing.
is safe and will be staying on the surface. Energize.
maybe computer.
He expects us to...
Maybe go to the ready room.
Hey, we already tried that.
Try sensors.
All my systems are online, I'm just kind of allocating resources. Conference room's not an option.
I mean, oh, you can't interact with the sensors console? What happens if you warp the Corax?
Anywhere in particular?
Let's try Zeta. That sounds fun.
1 or 2?
Let's go with number 1.
Moons.
Oh God.
Romulans.
Yeah,
You watch your photon ammo.
Must be some way to replenish your photon supply.
Ailing.
USS Enterprise, I am Commander Sarad. Our navigational system has failed. We were unaware that we were crossed into Federation space. But you fired! And how are you to know that you are in Federation space now? The problem was very subtle. Our chief engineer did not detect it until you had fired upon us. We have since repaired our systems. But we did not fire upon you. You fired upon us.
Excuses.
Untrue. Our records will show that you are the aggressor.
I think this is written under the assumption that the Romulans are always lying.
To be fair, that was kind of how
fine
they work.
defenses, our ship will be able to return to Romulan space. Clearly, you are the aggressor, and who will appear to be lying, Commander Saran. You are intruding in Federation space, or we, its defenders. You would risk delicate borders of the neutral zone over a trivial of name calling? I am willing to forgive, are you? I am, provided that you apologize for your aggressions. For the peace of both civilizations, I apologize for this incursion. Now, I will return to Romulus and face the greater consequences.
Just there's a senator just going, and you told him what? Why? Oh,
you have to really work on your lies.
Come
on. Oh God!
Hello.
Let's just end the game. End the game. I don't feel
the
safe.
stupid thing.
Hello, Captain.
No, we're not.
I don't tell me that you were surprised to find us here. I have no time to play guessing games. Why are you in Federation space? Don't play the fool with me, Picard. When Starfleet prevented us from looking for our comrades in Federation space, did you think you would simply... abandon them? Your callousness is appalling.
Okay, the guys... Oh, God. Just let them blow us up.
Why don't we end it here?
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, this is just getting so frustrating.
So we're going to watch the damage mount on our ship.
Oh, is it?
Geordi has lost the will to live. He's going to let it go.
No, he's still fixing him. He's still fixing him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll fix that.
It's just a little chart. It's still good. It's still good.
I'm going to say this combat encounter frequency is so...
Insane?
It's insane. You're just sitting here. It's like, okay, take a breather. I got to rotate the camera to go to the next thing. It's like, oh, next Romulan. We lost our comrades. We just found your comrades. They attacked us. They're back.
I think we can all agree we are officially at war with Romulans.
Yes,
there's like no other explanation for this.
There's like a giant armada in Federation space. Come on.
Well, you remember what I said earlier about how I don't think it's actually a bunch of different Romulans. I think that every time you don't kill one of the Romulans, they just go back to the nearest starbase, repair, and then come to annoy you again.
I'd like to see how they explain this giant armada in Federation space. They just say, no, we're not.
Notice our hull has not taken any damage or life support.
Suck.
Okay, this is taking too long.
Oh God.
There's some hull damage.
I am so grateful.
Yeah, so we definitely have it good these days.
Yes, we have it great these days. And it's funny, it comes back full circle because we're complaining about 14.5. Oh, there's so many bugs, there's so many bugs.
It's still not near as bad as this.
I especially find it hilarious how the Romulan Warbird pirouettes like that.
I'd like to claim
that
it was my intention all the time to make you feel better about bugs.
Well, if nothing else, gentlemen, we have provided us all with some good laughs tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's all I was really hoping for.
These utterly horrid
I just find the
SNES game.
so funny.
So why don't we wrap up while the Romulans are blowing us up?
Yeah, just wait for it. He's gonna come around to get you.
What we don't get from this is that the Romulan ship is being piloted by the Romulan star figure skating duo. They just can't stop doing the spins.
I don't want to hear.
No, that's a good shot of him. There he goes. Let's see how far he goes.
We're just sitting still. Why do you have to maneuver like that?
And we're still not dead.
How about we still
maybe you can't die unless you actually go into the tactical screen.
Doesn't seem like it's set up like that. You know, now that I think about it, we never actually lost a round in this. I mean, we just got beamed up if we ever had a character killed.
Yeah, so it might just prevent you from progressing. So you would have to just sit back and let them repair your systems.
As much as I hated the implementation on the SNES, I think the the Sega Genesis version might actually be worse. Then again, we weren't playing the other one long enough to really see how bad the frequency of Romulan attacks were.
Yes, it's true.
Although in the other one, surviving Romulan attacks seemed to be somewhat harder. Except for that whole running out of photon torpedoes thing.
Captain, Commander, I'm pirouetting as hard as I can, but the Federation ship will still not die.
Maybe there's some secret to it, like one of the solar systems on the galaxy map has a Federation resupply depot, and if you fly there, they'll automatically replenish your photon torpedoes.
Something like that, or I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, I think we'll call it there.
Yeah.
Since we're unable to die, apparently. So thanks everyone for joining us. We hope you were as entertained as we were by how terrible this all was. So thanks everyone, and we will say goodnight.
Good night.